Shungishan Doshian.
All right, so here we are on Atlantis spaceship, and at the 12 o'clock position, our blue Zerg player, the prolific online cup competitor. He is Empire.viOLet, very good Korean Zerg player, and his opponent over at the 8 o'clock position. It says Sniper there. That is coLMVP.Bang. He is our Red Terran.
Yep, Sniper is actually a Zerg player too, so we do know that that is not Sniper for a fact. Probably just one of their NA accounts or whatever server they decided to play this on. Yeah, Sniper is a pretty interesting Zerg to watch too sometimes. He hasn't had a lot of success, but he's one of the guys I think we're going to see pop up here and there in the StarCraft 2 scene. Yep, but for now we'll have to see if his account can bring any good luck to coLMVP.Bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bang. Boom. Swap. And other Batman sounds.
Splorch.
Yes.
That's the sound that just made.
Yes. Splorch.
If I was going to make a comic book about an extractor trick, I would use Splorch for the sound effect.
I like it. That's pretty much dead on.
Splorch.
Oh, Mr. Impressions of Zerg buildings over here. They pretty much all sound the same, though, when they blow up. There's, like, not a lot of difference between them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. I mean, I like the consistency. It's good. So, Atlantis spaceship, it's a pretty big map.
Yep.
Wouldn't be surprised at all to see our Zerg player go for a hatchery first. I'd be pretty shocked if he did anything else. And it looks like Violet going to throw a little bit of gas in there. Probably going to see a reactored Hellion expand out of him then.
I would imagine so. Going to opt to do that before taking his command center. We've seen some Terran players take their command center first, and he is going to town on that SEV, down to just 15 points of health. The drone preemptively moving away, though, and we'll see if he can get in there and snag himself an SEV kill. He's going to try 10.
Ooh, that's close, man.
Yeah, getting pretty low there.
Oh.
Needs a pause, probably because he didn't want to lose his SEV.
Forgotten something, apparently.
Yeah. See if the drone sneaks back in there. 5 and dead.
Oh, he does get one. That is always
nice.
the most annoying thing ever, too. I mean, when that happens, you just feel terrible. You're like, oh, I can't believe I lost an SCV to that drone.
Right.
It's like, what is wrong with me that I didn't like repair him? I didn't control him well enough.
Yeah.
That's like my least. If that happens to me at the start of a game, I'm like millimeters away from just leaving the game. I hate that so much.
Oh man,
I don't know.
Rage Doa showing itself in true form today.
It does happen.
Shortly before the cast, actually, Doa thought the door was going to stick and like applied some force to the door and basically just rattled its foundation. Rage Doa in full force.
Incredible Hulk Doa today. You won't like me when I'm angry.
Evidently, man. Remind me not to take you off today. So
that's right.
All right, factory coming up now, and actually building that away from the wall a little bit. Yep. But of course, that drone was sent away for the time being, just occupying the Zelnaga Tower, loving his SEV kill.
Yep, you can just put the bunker up there. And, you know, even though I think Violet's kind of assuming that this is what's going to happen, it's just another way for Bang to kind of restrict information from him. And it looks like that bunker, Zergling should be up in time to prevent anything from happening with that.
Right. Immediately gets canceled, and SEV's running away now. And let's see here. Another Marine that was being sent across is being sent back at the moment. Looks like that was actually just in range of Violet as well with his drone, but nice on his part. Doesn't have to overcommit. Didn't even have to put down a spine crawler right now. We'll probably see one in a bit anyway, just because of Hellions. But
yeah, only one drone in gas right now for Violet, so probably going to be seeing a little bit quicker lair out of him normally. Or at least, going to be getting that lair once he eventually works up the gas to that. We see a lot of Zerg players do that. It's sort of a way to kind of time it out for themselves.
Sure.
And, oh, the depot.
So close, but he does manage to lift the supply depot there. Zergling's running away at the moment. We have our first couple of Hellions approaching the field. Command center about halfway done for Bang as well, so he'll have a pretty quick CC to throw out there.
Yep, no, I'm wondering what Bang is going to go into off of this. I mean, obviously he's going to have some Hellions out on the map, but is he going to do something like a Marine tank, play pretty standard? Is he going to go for just lots of bio and some medevacs and add-on tanks later like we see a lot of Terrans doing right now? Or is he maybe just going to go mech too? In which case he would be my hero and I'd be very happy with him.
Of course.
We'll
you and mech.
I have a love affair with mech play. Oh, but he goes for a fast third command center. Just saw that pop up on the production queue.
Yeah.
There it is.
He is switching over his factory now. So he has one on the tech lab. He's going to have one on the reactor. Or I'm sorry, maybe not necessarily one on the reactor. He's actually floating the barracks away from the reactor, leaving that unoccupied so another structure can get put down.
Yeah, I wonder what he's planning on putting down there. If it's just going to be another barracks. maybe it will be a factory. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Not producing any Marines or anything like that right now. He is going for fast siege mode. Okay, there's another tech lab on the barracks, so that kind of tells us that he is going to be going for that Marine tank composition. He's going to want to get Stim going, get his upgrades up and running.
And Violet's still just sitting on 1 gas for the time being, but now completely mining off of that and throwing down a macro hatch at the same time. Yep. It's only put down 1 spine crawler as of yet. No buildings have occupied. There we go. Okay, so a barracks is coming up to sit on the reactor, so clearly lots of Marines going to be produced here in a second.
Yep. Bang doing a good job of making sure the creep doesn't get any farther than he wants it to. And it's just so good to see players using Hellions correctly now, you know? I mean, nobody's really trying to run past spine crawlers in a silly way anymore. They're just kind of using it to just control the map. Oops, there's some Zerglings though, and he does get, oh wow, he almost got a nice round there, but those Hellions are covered in butter apparently.
Yeah, no kidding. That's actually killed a lot more Zerglings than I had anticipated. Nice control here from Bang as well, and he will certainly lose a good portion of his Hellions, but wow, I can't believe 2 of those survived against all of those Zerglings.
Not bad, man. Land a mule and repair those things. They deserve a mule.
Yeah, no
They
kidding.
deserve an entire mule right there. I don't even care if it's not economically sound.
Yeah.
Just give those guys a mule for good work.
2D portrait looks so apropos right now with how low those Hellions are at the
Looks
moment.
a little,
Oh god!
looks a little rattled there.
Yeah, just a bit. That's a cigar to console him.
All right.
Alright.
Is he going to get it? Nope.
Zerglings coming out now. Bye-bye, Hellions.
They're in a heap of trouble.
Yes, they
Now
are.
they're a heap of rubble.
Yeah. Oh god, you are such a poet, a wordsmith, this guy.
I know.
You don't even know.
That's right. MC Hammer comes to me for ideas. He's like, I'm trying to write this rap song. I'm like, MC Hammer, I have some rhymes that you can use. You don't even need to credit me. It just makes me feel good.
Where are the hammer pants, though? Doe and hammer pants. I think that's an instant internet sensation.
No joke. I had a friend in kindergarten who actually broke his arm jumping off a jungle gym because he thought his hammer pants could really make him float. I'm not even kidding.
That's
I'm not
awesome.
even kidding. For you guys who didn't grow up in the early 90s, MC Hammer wore these big puffy pants, and there was a commercial where he jumps off a building or something and floats down. And of course, impressionable youngsters, they're going to watch that stuff and apparently try it.
Best childhood injury I ever gave to someone was when we were playing Mario and Luigi, and I like kicked my brother in the face because I thought that. I thought that they could recover from that, and we were. Oh, looks like Rice has left the game immediately because he saw his. He's a fellow Zerg player, so he saw a lot of Zerglings go down. Had to leave.
Bang sees all those Zerglings die, and he's just like, F. I feel so bad for those Zerglings.
F.
How did you kick your brother in the face when you're like Mario and Luigi? That's like an RPG or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
or are you talking like one of the Mario Brothers games? Or
no, one of the Mario Brothers games, basically. Well, I mean, like, you know,
like
we were like pretending like we were Mario and Luigi, and we were going on adventures. We were very young and impressionable, and I can kick pretty well for a fat guy.
Hey.
And managed to land somewhere around his face area, and a tooth came out.
Facial region. You know what? Yeah, that's okay, because kids are durable.
Yes.
They can take a lot of punishment.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
If I did that now, it'd be a lawsuit. I'm pretty sure he'd sue me.
So true.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah.
You know, that attack by Violet, too, I mean, it just didn't do a lot of damage. He lost a lot of lings. But not the end of the world. Oh, he is getting burrowed, too. So it's going to be going Mutaling, Baneling.
Yes.
There's the Baneling speed starting right now. And with Burrow, he's going to be able to do all sorts of fun things with burrowed Banelings. I love watching burrowed Baneling play. It's so exciting, so suspenseful.
Yeah. And, you know, Violet, you know, his opponent has been sitting on this macro CC for a long time. Looks like it's going to float over to a swarm of Zerglings, and I'll have to watch out for that. But, you know, so the supplies are obviously pretty close right now. We have a few Banelings morphing in at the moment.
And
but
on the right side of the map, is that a drop going over there?
No, it was just an SCV.
Okay.
It was just an SCV who was trying to look around for bases. Now, he is going to pick up on this third, but Violet smartly taking his fourth a little bit farther away. It's not as likely to get detected for a while. Looks like the Banelings go down before they can burrow, unfortunately.
Yep, and it looks like Bang is going to be able to take that third.
Yes, that third is down. It's an orbital command right now, not a PF, which that orbital command has certainly served its purpose at the beginning of this game. Still no third base coming out, or I'm sorry, no fourth coming out of Bang quite yet, not even constructing that. We do have armory on the way, so we'll be able to add in Thors here for a little bit of anti-air splash. And Violet does have 12 mutas up now, with +1 Carapace almost done.
Yeah, the Carapace is what's really interesting about this. When we see Carapace like that, that kind of tells us that he's going to try to be really aggressive towards the army of Bang if he can. He's going to try to find a way to get in there and maybe kill some tanks off. He's going to try, you know, the typical base harassment like every Zerg does. But overall, this is going to be a Mutaforce that's going to try to be like with the army a lot of the times, rather than just flying around trying to do harassment damage.
And Muta down to just 1 point of health, but it survives, and nothing has gone down quite yet. A few SEVs have fallen, though, and he is going to have to back away. It looks like one Mutalisk does eventually fall, but pretty good harassment there right away for Violet.
Yeah, Violet had his turrets really spread out there, so Bang was able to, or rather, Bang had his turret spread out, so Violet was able to get in there, do some damage. And so far, just not a lot of aggression or anything from Bang. He's sending out a drop there.
Yes.
But Violet is staying pretty defensive. He's still got plenty of units at home, so that shouldn't do a whole lot of damage if he controls it well.
Yeah, I don't think it will either, especially with the spine crawlers going down. Violet was sitting on 81 drones. That was actually, how many spine crawlers? Just 3 spine crawlers coming in, so 84 before that happened, though. Violet not going to get a lot more done here. He does force a cancel on the refinery, and we have some Marines making their way up, picking off an Overlord, but, you know, this has been a pretty passive macro game thus far for both our players.
Yes, it has. And right now, looks like that drop's going to get cleaned up. But right now, the statistics say, isn't it, if a game goes over 20 minutes, the percentage chance for Zerg to win is like 70% or something like that right now?
Right. And if you're wondering what Doe is referring to, there was a thread on Team Liquid that took all the games from MLG Providence, and it showed that past 20 minutes,
cool
Zergs win about 70% of the games. Just in general, it was independent of other things happening and stuff like that.
And it was only one tournament, too. But it
Correct.
was kind of some interesting statistics to take note of, definitely.
I'd be wondering how that's changed in the past couple of months. I would argue that, you know, Terran's gotten a little bit stronger. I don't think it's equalized yet, but they've gotten a little bit stronger as they've developed their Ghost play. But
yeah, I can see that. I'd like to see the stats from like a bunch of tournaments put together or something.
Yeah.
See that. I'm sure someone from Team Liquid is probably already working on that. These guys like it. Oh, big attack here from Violet, but will it do enough? It's still a lot of Marines. I think he's just got enough mutas. They're all 1-1.
Yeah.
So not bad.
Yeah,
he's
very,
just got
very
plenty.
powerful. He's just trying to push through this. It looks like the rest of the Marines that were being set for Mutalisk defense are now finally being flown in. There are 24 Mutalisks remaining in that little pack, but a considerable amount of damage is done. 14 more mutas on the way to join the 25 that are on the field, so almost 40 of those are going to be up here in just a second.
Yeah, just going with that big, powerful Mutalisk style, and he put quite the hole in Bang's army. And that's a good place to kind of start from if you want to start whittling away your opponent's forces. Oh, it gets to the high gas there.
Yeah, the
rich gas. That's what I call it. High gas.
High gas.
Sounds like you're mining something completely different from that one.
Well, we are in San Francisco, I suppose.
SCVs that come out of that refinery are like, oh, dude, that peasant lunch is so bad.
You don't even know. You don't even know. Bang's making his way out. He's got one Thorn so with his army now, but Mutalists are going to swing back in for another pass. +1 weapons is finished as well. Bye-bye base. Looks like Bang's just going to go for it, but he's not sieged up. The Baylings could have had a perfect hit, but they move away, and they actually just kind of wasted themselves. What a lucky break for Bang. He's still going to lose so much, but I can't believe those Baylings, oh, they had the perfect hit just waiting for them.
I know, yeah, that was just a great opportunity for Violet, but he didn't keep moving forward. A little bit odd there.
Yeah.
And does he have enough mutas for this? He's taking a lot of losses, but yeah, just plenty of mutas. They are 1-1, so they do have those upgrades.
Yeah.
And he can just kind of camp the production facilities now, so Violet still may come out ahead in this one.
We're going to find out. It looks like Bang is just going to press ahead, but yeah, Violet's playing pretty well right now. Oh, despite that just one big miscontrol, unfortunately, but he can sit over these production structures all day unless Bang turns around, which he absolutely does not want to do right now. He's just not going to be able to put out units quick enough to defend.
Well, Violet did kill a lot of the tanks with that, even if it was very inefficient, and there obviously aren't going to be any more coming out here. That Thor is going to get Magic Box pretty quickly. Yeah. And, yeah, at this point, it should be a pretty simple matter. Yep, there you go for him to overrun that.
Wow.
Failing.
GG.
G indeed. And Empire Violet takes game 1 over coLMVP.Bang.
Yep.